Yo, what's up YouTube? Hopefully we got audio this time, right? You know, the last video, I unplugged my mouse earlier. Maybe, I did unplug a USB, but I couldn't think which one it was. So I might have unplugged the mic by accident. That's what fucked up the video. I'm gonna go into something right now. So, seeing as the last video was ruined, I was saying on that video that I found the reason why the fans go really loud on the video when you're recording is because this program is CPU intensive. So what happens is the water cooler ramps up, yeah, and the fans start spinning, yeah, because it's an intensive application basically, right? So, you know, more cost onto the electricity side of things, yeah, but covering it with a GPU, so it don't matter. Right. What's it called? We're gonna go into a video, right? Because actually, there's two videos I could mention. I'll do this one and then I'll re-record another one because there's two things to mention, yeah. Right. So you remember that Vanessa, who actually said that she didn't get her item, right, to me, and I showed you another guy called Shiny Cards who didn't get his item. Well, another guy messaged me today, right, and his name is Luke Hibbert on Instagram. So if you want to follow him, yeah, just I don't know, hit follow. I'll probably follow him as well, yeah. He said, seen your video on YouTube. The same buyer said she didn't receive my card either. Funny enough, it's a Rapidash, right? And he sent me a photo of the buyer, obviously ID, yeah, and said that they didn't receive that item. And I think that item was trying to think now. The other guy had an expedition. It won a base set. It might have been like a Skyridge or something along them lines, right? So that's another one. And then I basically, all right. So what she put, yeah, all right, yeah. Yeah, the first person to do it, I said I send mine with stamps, high-end cards, signed, had no problems. She's on a Rapidash grab, the tramp, gonna ring eBay and report her. I tell you, that's so bad, you know, like, it's so bad, yeah, like, I don't know why people think it's okay, like I said in the other video. I won't ramble on too much, but, you know, right, so if you're a collector of a specific card, say you like Tyranitar, and you buy a Tyranitar off somebody, and then you buy a Tyranitar off someone else, and you buy a Tyranitar off someone else, I'm like, how the hell has eBay not clocked on to you, like, opening a case for each card from 3 different people? It hasn't arrived. Like, they think, where the hell do you live, in the woods? You know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm just pointing this out. Like I said, if you know of people that kind of do this, you know, message me like this guy did. And, you know, this is the same thing. Like, this is the kind of nonsense we don't need. These people like this, like I spoke to, I'll go into an issue yesterday. So yesterday when I called eBay about a different scenario I had. So I sold a GPU to a guy on eBay, right? And the guy claimed that the item didn't work, right? When I was using the item as like a test hasher to see what its hash power was, like, you know, mining, yeah. And I modified that card, that GPU, yeah. I did a mod to that GPU, which made that GPU faster, and then the hash rate went up, right? Therefore, it showed display, it worked, it was a working card. Now, when I shipped that item to the buyer, right, he claimed on his side it didn't work and opened a return request. Now, in my description, I stated that the item was working, therefore, why would I accept a return, yeah? And then eBay said that I needed to pay. But I'll be like, well, why am I going to pay for an item that I know that left my hands in a working condition? So what happened is eBay refunded the guy. Therefore, I lost £100, right? That's what I lost. I lost £100. So, you know, now I've got to make £100 back on something to cover my loss of £100, right? So, as I was speaking to eBay, I messaged the guy and I said, well, it seems a bit funny because the guy says that the GPU doesn't work, right? But therefore won't return the card to me when I asked him to send it back to me with him covering the postage. He says that he disposed of the item. eBay said, oh, he disposed... then he said, oh, I disposed of the item. eBay told me to dispose of the item. So then I told eBay on the phone to check that message that he sent me, and they said, yeah, that's correct. That's what he said to you. And I'm like, yeah, but... And the guy explained on the phone, he's like, we would never tell the buyer to dispose of the item. So therefore, the guy on the phone was saying, well, this guy seems suspicious. Yeah, this is what he was saying. Even the guy on the phone said suspicious, yeah. It's suspicious that he's disposed of the item. He's saying he's disposed of the item. And I said, I guarantee I know what he's doing. He's using the item right now. Then he's making out that the item is broken. So therefore, he knows I'm not going to accept the return. So therefore, I lose the money. Yeah, and he keeps the item. Then he makes out he's disposed of it. So then the guy on eBay said, we reckon, I said, he's probably using the item. And he says, therefore, you might be correct. Yeah, and he says, this is the problem. He says, people that abuse the eBay policies are the reason why eBay is, is trying to get rid of these people. He even told me on the phone. He said, trust and safety, the trust and safety team, who I had an issue with me when they banned me before. And I said, well, you banned me under false pretenses because, one, I didn't receive an item. There's another item I didn't receive. I ordered a tape gun, right? And where is it? I don't know. I'm like, I just remembered today, as I was taping an item up, to actually, send that to the shipping, because I sold another GPU to someone else, right? I've got my tape on my shelf, and I'm taping it up, and I'm like, geez, I ordered a tape gun. Where the hell is that thing? Yeah, and I haven't got that. You see, this is what I mean. Generally, some items don't arrive. But when you've got an item from the same seller, selling 3 different items from 3 different people, and I reported her, and now that guy's going to ring eBay and report her, they're going to be like, well, look it to the account, and they'll be like, oh, ban. And if you get banned from eBay, they don't just ban you. They ban your IP, they ban your name, they ban everything. Yeah, it's hard to get back on. Yeah, and if you use a different name at the same address under the same static IP, you ain't getting back on. You ain't getting back on. Trust me, when they ban you to get rid of you. They ban you, there's no way that you're going to get around opening 3 cases to 3 different people for 3 same cards that are exactly the same on a Rapidash grab, and therefore that's why the guy said to me, who scammed me out of an item basically, right? Because I said to the guy on eBay, I was like, well, why am I actually going to take the item back knowing full well that the item was in a working condition while shipping the item to him? And he says, yes, correct. But what you should have done, he said to me, you should have took the item back in case he sent you an item back that wasn't the item that you sent him. And I was like, right, so he could have had 2 GPUs. He could have bought one off me, which was working. Then he could have sent me one back, yeah, which was maybe broke, And then therefore, he's selling me a dodgy item without me looking at the item, inspecting the item, yeah. And therefore, that's where he said if you'd have accepted it back and you would have got that, we would have banned him from eBay. We would have sent his account to Trust and Safety. And therefore, that's why, when I get people that I know that will scam me, or in the point of say, this is what I mean with eBay. This is why it is a shit platform, but you have to sell on it because there's no other option. This is why I don't understand why, Ethereum, yeah, or the blockchain technology is such a good platform. I don't understand why someone just doesn't make an alternative to eBay, yeah, right, and do it on the blockchain. It would make sense. It would be a lot easier to deal with it, yeah, because it's on the blockchain. Therefore, if you send your item to that seller, and that item, is working, and it's working, yeah, the blockchain will then know, it's a verified transaction, it's gone through, yeah, and you can make an alternative that will be mega cheaper, yeah, and the items have to go tracked on it, like Spock, yeah. They have to go tracked. So it means that when that buyer gets that item, you know there's no saying, I didn't get it. You know, because the people that monitor the actual decentralized application, you know, or they open the application, therefore someone else can see that actually this was sent and this was recorded that the guy sent it. Everything to be tracked. You know, like a tracked platform on a blockchain, which eliminates the ridiculous fees that eBay charge. Because eBay fees are ridiculous. Like, you think about it, you sell an item for 10 grand. You're losing £1,000 straight away, you know. Because eBay's like, well, we need to pay our staff. Where, if it's on a decentralized kind of platform, you know, you wouldn't need to pay that amount of money in fees. You know, you wouldn't need it. And I just think it would be better if someone, you know, like with the NFT game, yeah, where people are selling the NFTs and they're changing them on the blockchain. It just makes sense, like, to have something like that runs exactly like eBay. But, you know, eBay is a super dominant platform, but it doesn't get rid of the scammers, you know, because it's all about the buyer. And it's also a biased platform where, therefore, you can't exchange negative feedback to a buyer. Where you could say, well, this buyer claimed he didn't get his item. So, therefore, if you click on their page and you see that it says from Joji Cards and it says from Shiny Cards and it says from Luke that this buyer did not get all these 3 cards from the different people. When they buy off you and you see their feedback, when you click on the dispatch page, you would see, this guy hasn't received his item 3 times from 3 different people. So then it would basically say, well, this is a red flag, so therefore send tracked. You know, even if you're going to lose money on the item, or you're going to get 50p back after the shipping or the tracking. Well, you know, if you ship it non-tracked, you know the person's going to make a claim saying that they haven't got it. You know? So, with then you sending them that item, yeah, and you know you send it tracked, you know that they ain't going to say they ain't got it. So, therefore, you're eliminating that person from scamming you. This is what they need to do. Right? But, thanks for watching the video. You know, I ended up rambling on, but, you know, this is just the way it is, yeah. That was the other video today, yeah, went sideways, no mic, you know, microphone, go, right, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.